I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday so far. I'm going to go over your assignment for today, which is translating Aunt Edna, writing prompt. So, you have to summarize the plot of the story, including major problems, solutions, and turning points. Okay, so this is like our story arc, which I have given you here as a material. So you have the beginning, your conflict, your problem, your rising action. These are going to be like your turning points, your climax, and then your falling action, and then your resolution, which is how it ends. So I have given you this as a material to use to kind of work your way through it. So please use this. It is a resource there for you. And then over here under my work, I will see my prompt. So here we go. All right, so I have my story up and I've read through it. It's pretty great. Basically, the kids love their Aunt Edna, but she likes to use really big words. And so she says uh, things like the legumes are delectable, which means the peas are good. Don't hide them under your mashed potatoes. And so basically, the kids decide to make a plan. And their plan is pretty funny. I like it. I'm not going to tell you what the plan is. You're going to have to read it. But they have a plan, and all through here is their plan. And then at bedtime, she looks tired and exhausted, but she still asks, shall I read to you? And then she kind of figures out what their plan is. And then we have our end. Okay. So this is, without giving too much away of the story, kind of what our plot is. And yeah, I've given you one part. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Because I want you to try to figure it out, but I will give you this hint. It's not at the beginning, obviously, because it's literally not at the beginning of the story. So I want you to see if you guys can figure it out, but I will give you that line that is a line in your story plot and see if you guys can come up with it. So if I'm doing this, so summarize the major point. Okay, so first I'm going to kind of do an outline. I'm going to underline. I'm going to set myself up here. So let's see. Let's use this. Exposition. That's the beginning. And then let's see. Events. So my story is not super long. So I might say there's 2 events. So event 1, event 2, then I'll have my climax, falling event 1. I'll just do falling event. I took one away from my rising, so I'm gonna take 1 away from my falling. So I'll just have 1 event and then my resolution. So let's see, the exposition, this is the beginning. And then my resolution, this is the end. So this is kind of my outline I'm going to do first. And I'm going to fill this in. So what this is, name this event, what happens after that, the turning point. I'll give you a hint. Here's your hint. When does Aunt Edna realize the plan. That's going to be your turning point from where she's kind of going along, boop, 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 and then she's like, oh, wait, you guys got me. That would kind of be that turning point that leads to the end. Yep. So after the climax, and then how everything wraps up. Okay, so this is kind of your outline. Again, you would actually, I mean, you could. The outline isn't a part of the, like, you're not going to get points off if you don't do an outline. I suggest doing an outline because I think it's going to help kind of just to put notes down. And then, but you would write what the actual, right? So the kids, the three kids are visiting their aunt, Edna, who likes to use big words. Okay, so this is what I would put instead, like I would take this away and I would just have that. Okay. So what is happening? Or where it starts. Okay, does that make sense? So then after we do that, then we come down and we have our summary, which is with the actual. So don't just give me an outline. You literally need to have the summary. That's your assignment. I am doing an outline to show you how you can do an outline. If we were in school, I probably would have given you all this before we tried to summarize. So that's what this part is. You do not just stop here. Let me write that. Do not just stop after the outline. You need to write a summary. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so my summary is going to be in paragraph form. Gotta be honest, you guys have been doing a really great job with writing in paragraphs since we've been on virtual learning, so I think you guys can do this just as well as you've done everything else. So I would start in the short story, translating Aunt Edna. The story plot is a funny one, is entertaining, is really, don't use this one, really cool. Do not use. You can do better than that. I just don't want to give you any answers. The story starts by introducing who? The three kids and their aunt. And their aunt. Their aunt likes to, you tell me. One of the rising action events is, and then after that, this other thing happens. Obviously, this is where you would actually put what the event is that's happening. The climax is this. Wow. And then the story starts to come to an end with this happening, and then finally the end occurring. Okay, so hopefully without kind of telling you everything and what to do, yours should be should be 1 to 2 paragraphs. And yeah, I think you should be good. I think that all of you can do this. I think you go back I think you reread if you need to. You should read it today though, so it should be fresh in your mind. Um, Use evidence um, of what different points are. I strongly suggest that you look at your plot diagram and you follow it. I strongly suggest that you do an outline for yourself so that you know what's going on and you have it in outline form before you try to put it into a paragraph form. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a private comment and I will respond back. All right. Enjoy your day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Doing great. Keep it up.